What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes news for February 18th, 2025, and today we have our skill card information for next week's hero, Finn. Now, this is a jester clown type hero. It is a fortress assassin confirmed, which, I mean, I guess that's interesting. It might be interesting, and very much like an assassin, is a single target damage dealer, which a lot of times never ends up working out to be a good thing. We've had a couple heroes lately that have been decent non-transcendence versions of the heroes. I'm kind of feeling like this one is not going to be one we even talk or care about much past Thursday. So let's jump right into it. Let's give you guys a little bit of background information, a little bit of skill information, and see what this hero is all about. So first up, let's go with the design of this hero. This came out the other day, but I figured it wasn't really a point kind of doing these design works when we'll all lump it up to one video. And basically it says Finn is a clown who excels in mimicry and deceit. Therefore, his clown makeup is a pinnacle of his disguise capabilities. Unlike typical clowns' excessive colors, Finn's makeup is more theatrically refined. His eyes are painted with a dark purple star-shaped design, which represents his talent for observation and mimicry. The edges of the lips are painted with slightly raised red lines, as if there is always a trace of a secret smile, instilling mystery and danger. Finn's style includes wearing extravagant colored wigs to fit his performing parts. His garments are adorned with a square pattern of playing cards, representing his ability to disguise and hide. His motions are light and nimble. I mean, he is an assassin, we found out. He moves quietly like a cat, and his disguise is an art form, not to merely a means of life. Finn's clown mask represents his inner duality. Okay, yeah, because he's got like anger, happiness, sadness, and everything. Under the mask, he is both an artist and a con artist, anxious to be appreciated yet scared to be exposed. So okay, that's fine all, but let's just talk about the actual skills, because that's the part that really matters here. So again, this is one where it's a normal 4-faction hero, so there's not going to be a lot of depth to it, but let's talk about and start with his active skill called Magic of Mask. Attacks several times, each deals attack damage to enemies with the lowest HP. Now, what I get from the way that's worded right there is it's not necessarily going to hit the lowest HP target and then repeatedly hit them. It might jump around. If that first hit makes the HP lower, then cool. But I don't know if there's going to be any other effects going on that might cause other targets to go lower, but it should hit the same target. If you're hitting a target that's already low life, that means that should continue to be the low life target. So sure. It also has a chance to inflict shapeshifting on the target for several rounds and a chance to inflict Mask of Deceit. So Mask of Deceit is his skill effect. This changes the owner's basic attack to deals damage to targets. Self takes a certain percentage of that attack damage and loses certain energy. This effect is invalid on bosses. So they take extra damage, or rather it changes their basic attack to dealing damage to themselves and then lose energy. So that's a pretty cool ability, maybe as a support type hero. But I don't know. If you're already hitting the target and then you shapeshift them, like, kind of weird that you're shapeshifting the already low HP target that you're trying to kill off anyway. But I guess maybe that helps ensure the kill, because shapeshifting does turn off a lot of passive abilities in the game. Not all of them, but some of them, and that could be kind of cool. All right, so shapeshift, third hero in the Fortress faction to have shapeshift. We'll take that. And again, we already know what this does here. Turns the target into a dove. Shapeshift targets cannot do any types of moves or trigger passives. Some passives, others work. After receiving several active skill attacks. So yeah, it sounds like after 3 hits, it will happen. It doesn't say the duration, but I imagine it's like the 15-round duration we're used to. I don't imagine they would make a new ability for this. So there's that. Versatile strike passive increases attack, control, immunity, block, and speed. There's absolutely no damage reduction, and he's an assassin, so that means this is going to be one of the biggest glass cannon or just glass classes heroes that we're going to see. So very, very squishy. Magic Trick's passive skill changes the basic attack to deal attack damage to random enemies with a chance to inflict shapeshifting on them. So depending on how many random enemies he's going to hit, that basic attack could be good. Not a big fan of the way the active ability works, but this one does have potential to be pretty good. Lastly, at the end of each round, if self has more than certain energy, increases self speed. If self has less than certain energy, restores self HP equal to certain percent of max HP. So the fact that it has an end of round heal, potentially that's kind of good. My guess is if they has like 100 energy, is going to increase the speed. That way he has a chance, or a better chance, of using his active skill before the enemy does. Whereas if he has less than 100 energy, my guess is he restores HP to a certain percentage. So maybe even running him like with a crown or something means he's gonna have energy at the end of the round, which means he speeds. I don't know. This is iffy. I guess the one nice thing is if you do build him with energy, something like a melodic strings in round 1, he's going to use that active skill, and then he's going to have 0 energy, or at least a small portion based on enemy hits and everything, maybe like 20, 30, something like that. That means he will get a heal at the end of the first round. That might have some value here. Like it might. The other thing is he does have some weird tenants, man. I wish they'd change the tenant system. I think the tenant system at this point is pretty archaic, and they should make it very flexible for you to pick kind of whoever you want to put in a lot of these different slots. Maybe lock them by faction, so like in this one it has to be a dark or shadow hero. Sure, why not? It doesn't let you put just any hero in. But I think when it gets to the Transcendence heroes, the slot 2 and 4 is requiring shitty, not great Transcendence heroes. Probably one of the worst things to kind of happen if you have hope that a hero will work and then their tenants are just garbage, or you're just never going to use those tenants, so you can't even build them on your account. These got like Williams, Arania, this Easter, no. This one's really bad. There's so many assassins in here. There are some alternatives. The positive is it does have Drake, but this is just absolutely not going to be an early game hero you want to build. I think really the only positive this hero potentially has is this magic tricks ability at maybe like what? So this is the second passive. So getting to V2 on this hero, change the base attack to deal attack damage to random enemies. I don't know if that's individual hits, like he goes all over the place. I don't know if that means he hits 2 targets with his basic. My guess is since he's an assassin, it's only going to hit 1, which means he might deal like multiple hit. I don't know how this is going to work, but that is the only hope that shapeshifting is good. And it really comes down to the percentage chance of what this shapeshifting is going to do. If it is a low percent chance, let's talk about like maybe what, 30% or something like that, that's going to be pretty garbage, and that's going to be pretty useless here. I also kind of think it's weird how his active skill has a chance to shapeshift the target he's already attacking, and that target is the lowest HP target. I don't know. This hero it's a little confusing for me what this hero is gonna be, but you can see this is probably like the 5-star version of the hero. This is probably the 10-star version of the hero. We'll have to see how this turns out because I have no clue, but at the end of the day, most likely hero you're never even gonna build on your account until potentially he's a solid maybe CC'er for Transcendence hero. We haven't seen a shape-shifting Transcendence hero, right? That could be interesting. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'll see you guys next time.